Welcome to this video on Writing Standards 7.1. We will discuss pre-writing a research paper. We will be covering the core standards in writing. Conduct short as well as more sustained research projects to answer a question, including a self-generated question, or solve a problem. Narrow or broaden the inquiry when appropriate. Synthesize multiple sources on the subject, demonstrating understanding of the subject under investigation. We will be covering the following: planning your research paper efficiently, choosing and narrowing a topic accordingly, formulating research questions to direct research, making bibliography cards for citations and bibliographic entries, taking notes accurately to develop your research, writing a precise thesis statement, preparing an outline to organize information. You have been writing for quite some time now. You are able to put a sentence together and get your point across, and are able to communicate via the written word. The skills you learn in this session should help you improve your writing skills. In planning for your research paper, you must consider the following: choosing and narrowing a topic, developing a research question, research and taking notes, state thesis statement from information, organize notes into an outline. The first step is the choosing and narrowing of your topic. Choose a topic that is interesting, that can be supported with research, and that can reasonably be covered in one paper. In choosing a topic, you must make sure that you choose 3 or 4 general ideas to choose from. Visit the library and check the availability of references for your ideas. Review your sources and decide on a specific topic that can be handled in your paper. The general topics can lead to a number of smaller, more manageable topics, like this for example. The general topic is safeguarding health in the summertime. More specific topics are Red Cross programs for teaching swimming and safety in boating, immunization and other health requirements for travel to foreign countries, special nutrition needs such as salt in hot weather, hazards and precautions in suntanning, camping safety and first aid. Next is planning your research. Once you have a topic, make up about 5 questions that you would like to pursue in your research and state your thesis statement in preliminary form. Always direct your research with several key questions and a draft of your thesis statement. If your topic is about suntanning, you may have these research questions. Hazards and precautions in suntanning. Why do people spend so much time and effort to get a suntan? What are the hazards of excessive exposure to the sun? Do suntan lotions and sunscreens actually help protect people in the sun? How do they work? How can people protect themselves from the dangerous effects of suntanning? What is the best way to get a tan safely? Even at this early stage of preparation, you should begin to keep track of the sources you plan to consult. You must record all information necessary for citations and bibliographic entries for each source. Preparing bibliography cards. Use 1 card for each source. At the top of each card, list all the information you will need to prepare a bibliography entry. Include the location symbol or call number when available, since you may need to consult the book or periodical again later on. Note any mention of illustrations, maps, charts, or tables that you may want to use. The Modern Language Association, or MLA system for citing sources, has endorsed a system that is becoming more and more popular in colleges and universities. This system calls for in-text citations rather than footnotes, citations that give a limited amount of information listed in parentheses right after the quotation, fact, or idea that is being cited. Take accurate notes, recording page numbers and direct quotations exactly to develop your thesis statement. To successfully take down notes, here are suggestions for orderly note-taking. Keep your notes from each individual source on a separate card. In the upper left-hand corner of each card, record all of the information for citing the source in the paper. In the top right-hand corner of each note card, set up a subject heading to include what the card covers. Remember to include page numbers for each quotation, fact, or idea that you noted. And here's a sample note card. Each font color represents the things that should be included in a note card. Red is citation information, blue subject heading, violet quotation page, green paraphrased idea with page. The thesis statement should cover all the information that you plan and tell the audience what you want them to learn. Here's an example of a thesis statement. People who enjoy sun tanning should be aware of the hazards involved, the value of sunscreens, and the need for sensible tanning procedures. With your thesis statement and supporting information in mind, plan your paper knowledge of your topic clearly and logically. Organize your information in a logical outline based on your notes and thesis statement. Organizing a report. Determine the subtopics that you want to develop in order to explain your thesis statement. Group the note cards containing information on each of these subtopics together. Decide on an order for effectively presenting your supporting information in the body of your paper. Taking effective notes and organizing information can be useful in almost every aspect of life. From taking notes at a meeting to organizing your grocery list, these skills are applicable everywhere. Let's do an exercise to enrich your writing skills. Choose a topic and research it in your library. Follow the steps in choosing and narrowing your topic. Use the topics that you narrowed and follow the following instructions. Prepare bibliography cards for sources that you expect to use. Scan the sources for those that contain the information that is the most relevant to your thesis statement and questions. Read these sources carefully and take notes. Include several direct quotations in your notes. Remember to record the appropriate information on each card. Then follow the steps presented for organizing your information and preparing an outline. List ideas for title, introduction, and conclusion. Why do you need to plan your research paper? Proper planning in a research paper assists with the overall quality of the paper. You can also make sure that you've hit all of your bullet points and make sure nothing is missed. What kinds of things should you consider in planning a research paper? Make sure you narrow your topic, keep track of the sources you plan to use, and use bibliography cards. As a student, you're expected to conduct as well as more sustained research projects to answer a question, solve a problem, narrow or broaden the inquiry when appropriate, synthesize multiple sources on the subject, demonstrating understanding of the subject under investigation. We've come to the end of our session. We have discussed choosing and narrowing a topic, questions for direct research, making bibliography cards, taking notes, and preparing an outline. By the end of this session, you should know or be able to do the following. Plan your research paper efficiently. Choose and narrow a topic accordingly. Formulate research questions to direct research. Make bibliography cards for citations and bibliographic entries. Take notes accurately to develop your research. Write a precise thesis statement. Prepare an outline to organize information. This information should help improve your writing skills. Good luck with your writing.